Welcome back, everyone. My name's Crane Bramp, and today on Indie Gaming Lunch, we're checking out Station to Station. It's a pixelated, minimalist, chill puzzle game about connecting buildings and cities together using railroads. It's got some beautiful graphics, it's about as chill as you can get for a game, and I've had some fun passing the time playing it. This title is put out by developer Galaxy Grove, and you can find a link to the game right down there in the description if you'd like to try it out for yourself. Without further ado, let's just jump right on in. So when the game begins, it's on the regions screen. As you can see across the bottom, there are different regions. The one that we start in is Greendale, and you complete these in sequential order. Some of these areas have additional quests and challenges that you can do to complete also as you move through. Later regions are unlocked as you move through the game. Now, as you can see, I've been playing a little, but I've deleted all of my progress and thought we'd play through at least the first area. We'll see what kind of time we got. Maybe we can do one or two out of Sunforged Sands. But anyway, let's go on and start with level 1 and jump right in. All right, so when each level opens up, you're going to have a goal. There may be more than one. In this one, it's pretty simple. Complete all 11 buildings. And as the map rotates over, let me talk about basically how the game works. So you start out with 2 buildings or more on the map. Got to be at least 2, though. They come in pairs. We'll talk about why. And then there are also spots that are under construction. You'll notice down here, we have some money. We have buildings that unlock as we complete tasks on the map, and then we can click to build a station, a railway station, or just click spacebar, which is usually the easiest way. So the way that the buildings work, you have a resource producing building, you have a resource building that needs resources. That may be a city, that may be a mill, that may be a number of different things. So as you can see right now, we have a wheat farm. It doesn't need anything, but it produces wheat. Now we have a mill over here that needs wheat. We don't know what it produces yet. It produces flour, obviously. But once we connect it, we'll be able to see. You connect those by making stations. So spacebar, you get a station. You can take your mouse, use your wheel, and rotate it. But it's got a little white bubble around it. That just means where it's going to land, destroys anything. The scenery really doesn't matter, but it'll get rid of anything that you happen to drop it on. When you get close enough to a building, it will pop down. If you put it down, it will tell you that there's no building connection. If you end up building a railway to this and connecting it, you're going to have to start the level over because you can't move the building after that. But if you drop it down and need a connection, just go on and do that and hit it. So both of these, we'll put one in. They're station connectors. This is how you build rails, depending on the length of the rail and the complexity, whether you need a bridge to get across a gap, things like that. They cost different amounts. So we'll go on and click that down, and we're going to choose a circular radial menu comes up. You can choose the type of train. Right now, we only have one, which is a freight train. There are obviously other types. So we'll go on and hit freight train. That connects the 2 buildings. They start producing stuff. The landscape gets nice and green, obviously because we're not capitalist pigs that tear stuff down. And then we get, finally, more buildings. So it drops down 2 more buildings. There's actually 4, but as I said, they come in pairs. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drop one here, drop one here. We'll go on and put that like that, and we'll do that. So you do not have to connect to these others. There are bonuses later on for stuff like that, but right now all we're doing is connecting the buildings together. That's really all our task is. So there we go, earn a little bit of money, and it just goes like this. You continue to unlock your buildings, and you continue to so we'll go on and throw one down here. Now, if I had the tutorials on, which I've turned off because they're a little bit obnoxious, this would be the game's time to teach you about bridges. So if we start a connector and just go straight over here, it's going to take the shortest route. You notice that whole thing is going to cost like 286 bucks, and you see how expensive, if you look down near the station, the actual bridges are. They're 200 bucks to that. So what you can do is throw it down, and before you hit the train, you can come up anywhere on the track and enter an anchor point hold down the left mouse button and just drag it how you want. And you can put it down and add other anchor points and just pull it. And now you see that it's only 140 bucks to make it around that corner. And that will matter later on because you're going to get things like length challenges, money challenges, you know, don't spend so much. Or on the next level, we get a challenge where we have to make a lot of rails. So, you know, it just depends on how the puzzle goes. So we're going to put that there, that there, that there. Just do our connect, put us in an anchor point, drag that out. Same thing there. And there we go. We get a stack bonus, by the way, if you are connecting multiple resource buildings. And there we go. Our level is completed. Press the button in the right corner once you're ready to go to the next level. And that's pretty much the way the levels work. So we get a little summary card at the end, and I will see you at level 2. Welcome in level 2 and to getting yourself beat. All right, so we do have a star challenge this time around. Create long railroads with a combined length of over 2,200 meters. So there are 2 challenges so far that I've discovered. One's money-based, that's the piggy bank stuff. You either end with a bunch of money or, like, you know, don't spend so much, stuff like that. Also, the star challenges, they've seemed varied. The first one's been long railroads, and then there's one for, like, don't build a whole bunch of railroads. So, yeah, just little challenges like that. Standard stuff in puzzle games. So it starts out with these 3. Let's just go on and put everything down. We'll do it close so that we can just stack as many. Let's get this out kind of there. Get as many of these connections as we can going. Notice that little red thing right there? That means you can't connect, so you may need to move that over a little bit. Alright, there we go. Not too much worried about aesthetics at the moment. We're just trying to stack as much track as we can. Stack that track, baby. Alright, so we'll throw... Actually, I think I'm going to move this out a little bit because it looks like there's something that's going to be built over here, and maybe we can run to it and actually get some... let's go there. Get some possible extra track out of that. Now, I'm going to eat the bridge because we have to. We'll go like this. And then we'll connect that. And that should take care of that, and then we'll see what we get. Yep, I figured we'd have something right over there. So, let's put this out here, make sure that we have plenty of room. And it looks like there's going to be something there. Let's try getting as close to the house as we can. Something like that. All right, that's not pretty, but we are definitely laying some track. We got 1,600 meters down so far. Oh yeah, this looks like it ought to be easy to meet that challenge. So let's try putting this here. This doesn't need any more connections. This, however, looks like there's something waiting to be built right there. Let's turn it kind of like that. And then we'll just connect this stuff up. Make sure that we can move that. All right, that connects all of that. We're almost done with our star. I don't see any reason why we won't be able to complete that. Note that once you complete connecting your last building, if you don't have your stars done or your challenges done, it's over with. The level auto completes. So you'll want to make sure and get that done first. All right, so we'll do that. All right, there we go. Got us a nice stack bonus that also finishes our star over there, and that's level completed. We got our challenge done. We made this weird little weird little loot down here, but that's all right. Take a look. We got all of our buildings completed and our special challenge done. We got 2,100 bucks left. I will see you guys at level 3. All right, level 3 this time. We have 2 challenges. We don't want to make more than 2,000 meters of railroads. That means efficient as we can and in the level with at least 500 hours left, which is also means to play as efficient as we can. And I guarantee you they are not going to make it easy. Looks like we're starting out with 2. He's up there, so let's throw that kind of like that. And see, you can also use left click rather than dragging if you want to do waypoints to make your stuff a little bit easier. There we go. I'm still not going to be able to get anything there, but I just wanted to make sure. Still want to do that. All right, easy enough. One at a time. Just make us plan as absolutely, that's a little bit cheaper, as absolutely piecemeal as we can. Ah, there we go. So where's our... I make you bet that's going to be a city. I think this is going to be a dead end. So I'm going to set that like that. And then there's a city down there. So let's set this around this corner and connect that. And then we can just come straight down to the city is what I'm thinking. I don't know when it's going to appear. So a fishery, yeah. See, that'll work. So let's go like that. That'll work. And then as short of a path as we can. Had to eat that bridge, but, you know, there's not much you can do about that. Oh, not bad, not bad. All right, so let's see where we're going. We're going up this way. All right, so... Oh, 833 out of 2,000. We're definitely going to have to plan this. Oh, well, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so we got the city in the middle. Let's try this. I was worried about that. I was like up there minutely working on those. We just barely made that. So yeah, we were supposed to end with 500. We got 537. All right, good level, guys. I will see you on the next one. All right, so this is level 4. We have 2 challenges, not only a fun challenge in the level with at least 700 bucks left, so we're going economics again, and then complete the level without placing any bridges, which means they're going to do their best to make that hard. So let's take a look at this really quick. Yeah, see these ramps and stuff? There's one there. And stacking is probably going to be important. So... Alright, got that stack bonus and enough to unlock the rest. Those are 2 cities and a couple of fisheries. So this we're going to need, again, probably stack bonuses. Put that right there, that like that. And Yeah, that's something like that. So we've got 2 resources here, so let's chain it out and make 3. And then once we have 3 resources, we can connect it to the city for a little bit of stack bonus right there. There we go. Nice little 20% per 168. And then we kind of do the same thing. I don't think we're going to get a stack bonus for this, but just out of habit, we're making the city the last thing in the chain. All right, got that done. Got us a little bit of extra money. Let's go on and add some buildings. So yeah, they're going to do these little promontories. So let's do that there. Another nice little stack bonus. Built that up so we can get our money. And again, a nice little stack bonus as we fill that up. There we go, man. Level completed and knocked out both of those challenges. So no bridges, and we ended up with more than $700 left, 861. I think we smashed that level. All right, guys, I will see you on level 5. Level 5, level 5. Last one of the region, and I bet it's going to be a problem. So we got 2 challenges, fund and star in the level with at least $900 left. Save a total of $300 by using cards. So cards are a new mechanic. Basically, they're one use. You get various types of cards. You can play multiple cards in a turn. If you select a card and then your next action you do doesn't affect that card, it doesn't burn the card, it just stays there. But you still waste your time. So let's go on and throw that there. That there. Click the cheap rails. Come out to about, look at as close as we can. 71 bucks. All right. There's just a little bit of money. They're going to make us play this tight to the chest this time. I can already see that. So it doesn't, you will get cards and building buttons now. It really doesn't matter which one you do first. Let's throw this up there and that there. Select our cheap bridges. Come off this. And give you a little trick. As soon as you get your bridge, just kind of do like that and then connect it, and it'll save you on your bridge cost. All right, so 162, that's still not much. Let's go on and draw our buildings. This, I believe, is where stacking is probably going to become important. And let's take a look at our cards. A bunch of cheap rails and some cheap bridges. So, cheesery, wheat farm, mill, dairy farm for the cheese, and a bakery. We are going to connect down to the city, so let's move this as absolutely as close as we can. That can go there. All right, so cheap rails. I need to keep this top line open, but I need to go from here to here. So let's do that. Cheap rails again, down to there. Just let it take the most economical path that it can. That gives us a little bit more money. And then this is where we're going to try to connect to the city. So cheap rails. There we go. And then one more time, cheap rails. Go out to about here and just go straight and get that stack, baby. There we go. 420 ought to be 25%. All right, continuing on, we're going to try to connect this stuff. That's pretty tight. Let's do that like that. So... oh, okay. I'm definitely getting tight up here. Get our cards. So we got cheap bridges and cheap rails. 2 cheap bridges and a cheap rail left. So I think that might do better like that, and then we'll go there. We'll do a cheap bridge and a cheap rail for this one. Stop our bridge about right there. And then completed our star challenge. And one more time, we got a fishery and then a final city. I kind of halfway screwed myself here, but what we're going to do is we're going to do cheap bridges. Come off that absolutely as cheap as we can. And connect that. That connects it to the chain, and then the idea is, oh boy, this is going to be fun. Whoo, I almost didn't get around that corner. That was a bad time. I really did not plan that out well. Look at how tight that corner is. But we're stacking 4 resources. All we need is to finish with $900. The question is this a $500 connection? Bam, baby. Oh, can we do it? 30%? Oh, yeah, baby. Got both of them. Whew, that was a tough level, man. So we ended with over $900 and we saved $346, which does both of our stars. Let's take a look at that summary screen. Man, that was a good level right there. All right, guys, so that seems a great place to leave it, man. Video's already been a little bit longer than I intended, but man, it's been a great episode for IGL again. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you here in a couple of days for another episode of Indie Gaming Lunch.